Hello everyone, Rick Berman, your automotive advisor with Smart Payment Plan, coming to you once again from beautiful Naples, Florida. So the last couple of weeks I've been doing this video series kind of on the customer's pain points, the three major pain points that they have. And I just want to thank everybody for all the likes and all the shares and all the comments. It's the most ever. We've set a record both weeks in a row. We hit 1,000 for the first time 2 weeks ago, and this past week we're approaching 1,500 views on why the customer doesn't want to be here. I guess it had something to do with Dorothy and Toto and the Wizard of Oz. So thank you all for doing that. I appreciate it. It means everything in the world to me, so please keep sharing, keep liking, and keep the comments coming. I answer every comment, and I take nothing for granted, so I appreciate it. So now we're to the second of the customer's pain point. Last week was they don't want to be here. This week we're going to talk about it takes too long. And why does it take so long? We have to ask ourselves that question. Does it really have to take 3, 4, 5 hours? Does it have to take all day to buy a car? Now you hear customers say that. It took me all day to buy a car. I hate going to the car dealership. So I believe that it doesn't have to take this long. I believe we haven't changed with the times. We haven't listened to our customers. We need to know our customers and we need to listen to them. They don't want to be at the dealership all day. We don't want to be there all day, right? So why would they want to be here? So it has to come from everybody. It has to be concerted effort from the general manager to the detail department and everybody in between. Everybody has to want to do this. So let's start with the general manager. You have to implement a thought process that caters to the customer. You have to have everybody put themselves in the customer's shoes and think like the customer. They don't want to be here. It takes too long to buy the car. So your GSM has to implement the process that you put in place. You have to follow through with it. For example, do we really need 10 steps on the road to a sale anymore? I think not. We have to give our customers credit, and we don't. They deserve more credit. They're smarter than ever because they're doing their homework, because the information is available to them now. So let's shorten this road to a sale to 6. Especially if you start at the beginning and you assume that they're there to buy the car, where the first words out of your mouth are not, so what brings you in today? Are you here to use our bathroom? No. So how much time would that save if we stop asking silly questions at the beginning and assume they're here and be happy that they're here and sit them down and let them tell you what they came to see, because they will. Instead of taking them out, wasting time looking at all the different cars, trying to pick out what you want to sell them, let them what they want. It'll save time, I promise you. Sales managers, it's your turn now. First thing and best thing that you can do is stop sending your salesmen back and forth. Nobody likes that. How much time would it save if you went out there first? How much time would it save if they met the wizard right away? As I like to say, early and often. Make it more comfortable for the customer. Make it easier for them, not harder. Save time. Train your salespeople to save time, and you go see the customer right away. There's no reason to send them back and forth. The customer wants to deal with you anyhow. Go meet them. Go do your job. Salespeople, how about you help shorten the process too? When you sold a car, I know you have a certain amount of paperwork to do. And every dealership is different. Some salespeople have a lot, some have a little bit to do. But my question to you is, how many cars do you have to sell before you know what paperwork you need? 1. You should know what you need. You should have it right there at your desk. You should have packets ready to deliver a car. They're there to buy a car. Why aren't you ready to sell them a car? You should not be running around for this paper or that paper. The finance manager should not have to ask you, where's a copy of their driver's license? Where's their current insurance card? He shouldn't have to ask you for any of this. You should have a check sheet with all that on there, and everything should be checked off and given to the finance department. Okay, so now whose turn is it to save time? It's the finance department's turn to save. It's the finance department's turn to save time. You try to say that 10 times real quick, because I couldn't do it once. So why do you take a half hour, 45 minutes to load everything in the computer and get good and ready to take them in to find out what you want to present or what you want to sell them? Why don't you take the customer as soon as you get the paperwork from the salesman and load it in front of the customers? How much time would that save? It would save time because you could build your rapport right away with them. You could build your relationship. And you can now find out what their wants and needs are, and you could fulfill them. How much time are we saving? And one thing I forgot, Mr. Manager, when you've closed that deal, why don't you grab the keys and take the car around back to have it cleaned up? It's one less time the salesperson has to walk away from the desk and walk away from the customer. And then when you take it back to the detail department, they won't ask you, is this car sold? Is this for delivery? Yes. Everything we bring back here is for delivery. You need to tell them and train them. Don't ask if the car is for sale, if the car was sold. It's sold. What's the worst thing that can happen? You have a car that's cleaned and ready to go. You have another clean car for the lot. Better yet, why don't you take one off the showroom and put it on the showroom? Create excitement. Customers love to see cars coming in and off of the showroom. It's amazing to them because they've never seen it. Don't take it for granted. It creates excitement and it creates action. And what does that create? Even more action and more excitement, right? They see that you're doing something. They see that you're selling cars. So let's have some fun with this. But let's think about it. From the minute they walk in the door, how can we save some time? It shouldn't take 3 hours to sell a car. It shouldn't take 4, and it definitely shouldn't take all day to sell a car. So let's take care of the second pain point of the customer, and let's think about it. And let's all get together and make a concerted effort to save time for the customer. Let's think about the customer. Okay, everybody, I hope this helps. I hope you like it. Please continue to share, like, and comment on the video. We're going for a new record again this week. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Rick Berman, your automotive advisor, creating world-class customer experiences at your dealership from beautiful Naples, Florida. Everybody, have a great day.